Bradleys are the South West's leading independent estate agents, with 33 offices covering Cornwall, Devon and Somerset.
Friston House is in Bishopsteignton, just 15 miles from Exeter. There's a bus straight from the village and you can make good use of Exeter Airport. The house is Grade 2 listed and it's thought that it dates back to the 17th century, though it was extended in Georgian times. And there's potential to convert the coach house, which we'll look at a little later. It's so easy to get to the village shop here. There's a gate that pops you out straight onto the road. It's just metres away. You also have a church, a restaurant and a local hotel. There's a vineyard that does wine tasting and a great Sunday lunch, and you can sample the beers in the local brewery. In Teignmouth itself, you also have Back Beach, which has a great seafood restaurant, and you have the newly built theatre. Plus you have Teignmouth Golf Course, which is 18-hole and has fantastic views. And if you pop across the river to Shoulden, you won't be short of a place to get a good cup of coffee and a homemade cake. Plus there are some award-winning restaurants. The current owners have lived here for almost 20 years. And because of the proximity to Plymouth and the fact that Teignmouth is a port, a couple of admirals and a general have also lived here. As soon as you enter the house, you can just appreciate how much space there is. The bay windows are a really lovely feature, and there are lots of little feature fireplaces. Straight opposite the front door, you have a downstairs toilet, and then you go through to a really big study. Again, you have the bay window in there, and then you link through to the dining room. In the dining room, you have double doors out to the garden, that recess in the wall, and space for a really grand dining table. It's great that the dining room then flows straight into the kitchen. It's an ideal family kitchen. You've also got the big Aga in there, so it's lovely and toasty. No shortage of storage cupboards. And a door that goes through to a utility area. From the utility, you can also access the garage, so you've got space to park your car in there and plenty of storage. And it's great that you can come from the kitchen back into the hallway and that all these rooms link together. And the only room that we haven't covered yet is the sitting room. So you can tell that the extension here was added in a different era due to the ceiling height, the cornicing, the ceiling rose. It's lovely that you have an open fire in here and you overlook the garden through this window, plus you can access the garden from these doors. You also have the shutters and they are still in working order. And now upstairs to the bedrooms. The landing's so light due to the Velux windows, and again you can just see how much space there is. We'll start at this side of the house, then work our way around. So you have the main bathroom. It's in need of a little bit of modernisation, but still a really good size. Then you have the 5th bedroom, and again, even that bedroom will take a double bed. There are 2 bedrooms on the south-facing side. Both of them are just flooded with light. They have the bay windows and there are feature fireplaces. On this side of the landing, there's another big bathroom. So certainly no shortage of toilets in the house. And if you were desperate, there's even a toilet in the garden. This bedroom here faces west, so the afternoon light in there is just beautiful. And of course you can catch the sunset. It's so big you would think it was the master bedroom, but that's just up a short flight of stairs here. The thing that you'll fall in love with in this house, aside from the size of the rooms, is the light. Out of the window in front of me, I can see the River Teign, and out of the other window, I can even see Dartmoor. You also have this lovely feature fire again in here, And although it's not en suite, there's a little sink, and 3 of the other bedrooms also have sinks. And with the weather we have today, we need to get outside in the garden. The garden is south facing and a real sun trap. So even in January and February, you can sit out and have a cup of coffee. And in the summer, the lawn retains the sun right through to the evening. There are lots of euphorbias, an old stone wall that wraps all the way around the garden, and in one section there's a rose growing along it. There's a vegetable patch, a greenhouse, and lots of paths that meander around, so it's a great garden for children to play in. There are also so many fruit trees, pretty much everything you can think of apart from bananas. From the vegetable patch you can access the top of the coach house. In there again it'd be a great place for a children's den or just some garden storage. But if you were to convert the coach house, you could have a bedroom upstairs, living area downstairs, and the neighbours have already done so. You'd need to get permission to do so, but you could also potentially get permission to holiday let it. There are so many walks straight from the house here. You can either go down to the estuary or up to the Bluebell Woods. And in August, there's a mud race that goes from Coombe Pub to Bishopsteignton and back. Hundreds of people do it. You have to gaffer tape your shoes on. You're sure to slip over. And with the brewery sponsoring, it's bound to be an entertaining day.
If you are thinking of selling a property and want to find out how to reach more of the right people across the globe whilst only bringing qualified buyers through your door, then please visit our website and navigate to our presenter-led property video page to see the future of property marketing in action today.